If you're watching this, you are either watching a friend's or you were able to log into Edpuzzle yourself. I just wanted to quickly talk about what you will be using Edpuzzle for. Basically, you will be given assigned videos to watch, and these kind of correspond to the sections in the textbook that we'll be covering. For example, for Algebra 2, these three videos will correspond to 1.1. You'll notice that they'll all be due the same date, and I will do my best to make sure that they're ordered in a way that makes sense. Um, there will be at least normally one, if not more, videos added from YouTube, and these could be pretty short, these could be long. I do try to find videos that aren't too boring or too long, but sometimes we really can use the few extra minutes if it's really good content. Aside from these YouTube videos, you will also have videos that correspond to textbook videos. So for example, if I was to go over here and click the start, and you'll notice a lot of green boxes here, and we'll talk about that in a moment. These are videos that correspond to the examples in our text, and we have guided notes that you are to fill out, and these correspond to these videos. So definitely want to take advantage and follow along. And on top of that, you are getting 5 points for every video assignment and 5 points for these guided notes. So it's incentive to pay attention. It's kind of like if you had gone to class and the teacher gave you points for showing up and listening to them talk. Now, let me go back real quick. Now, we don't get to meet every day for class like most schools do, or not even every other day like block schedules. So this is an effort to try to help bridge that gap. Of course, I still invite you guys to come in as much as you need for help, because just these videos alone won't, aren't usually enough. So this is just something to help. If I'm looking at these little like status bars, you can notice that all of these say 0% because as a student, I've only watched none of them. Actually, I've watched 0% of all of them. So when it's fully complete, it would be 100%, and it keeps track of your progress. Something about these videos as well is if you start to play them, you can't skip ahead. And you might notice that when I try to skip, it gives me like this little lock symbol. You actually have to watch through the whole thing to get credit. And throughout these videos, there may be one, there may be none, or there might be a lot, like it looks like there are here. Comments, multiple choice questions, or fill in the blank questions. So for example, this is a comment right here, but if I click continue, it'll go ahead and continue
Hi
to play.
everybody. Today we are going to talk about an introduction to functions and an introduction to transformations of functions.
Okay, so then another comment comes up. Um, Now I can always go, and I'm not very far at the moment. Let me
So
just
functions are
have this
something we're
playing
going to talk
quietly while I
about
talk
here.
about it.
So it's really important
Um,
to understand what
if
they are and
you say you
if they're
get to
mathematical
50% of the
definitions.
video, you can
So
always
a
go
function is a
back and
numerical
rewatch
relationship
anything
where
you've already
every
watched,
input
and then
has
maybe you just want to
exactly
watch
one
30
output.
seconds.
And another
You
way
can
that
jump
you might
back
see
to
that in real
however far
life
you've
is
gotten.
for every
So,
x, there is
especially if you
only
get to a
one y.
question that you're not
So
sure about, you can
it's
always
really
go
important to
back
understand
and
why
rewatch
do they
something
have this
before
rule,
just
and it
guessing
really
something
has to
wrong.
do with a real life
Next that I
situation.
hear,
If there's a
we'll be using Edpuzzle a lot. You guys will be very familiar with this. Um, Other than that, that's pretty much the gist. I think once you guys get in, you'll get a little more comfortable with this. Some of you guys have already used this with other teachers or perhaps with me last year.